Hi, I'm Becky and welcome to another slow cooker recipe. So today we're doing a lasagna. This one is, it's got quite a few ingredients in it, but I'm going to pop some chopped onions in there. So I've got some frozen ones, so I've just defrosted those. We've got some tomato puree. I've got some garlic. Now it does say use cloves of garlic, but we haven't got any from out the community shop, so we're going to use some paste. I've got a tin of tomato soup. I've got some chopped tomatoes. I've got a little bit of spray oil. Now, using a slimming oil will be much better. So basically, all you're going to do is just to spray and line the actual slow cooker itself. So you need to warm it through up on a high heat. So we're just going to literally spray around the slow cooker just to get that going. This stops it just sticking a little bit, that's all. So I'm just going to pop the lid on and leave that on a high heat. So we've got some mince. Now you can use any mince. If you want to use turkey mince, pork mince, any mince that you want to use. We've got some stock, so it's just 2 stock cubes in about a cup of water, warm water. So we're going to put that in there. I'm going to put the chopped tomatoes in. So it's just making the mince up. Now the mince is raw, but it's obviously, this is going to cook throughout in the slow cooker. So we're going to pop that in there. I've got some nice Italian herbs, so I'm going to put a sprinkle in as well. About just over a teaspoon of mixed herbs. And then we're going to put, I'm only going to use half of the tomato soup. This just gives it an added flavour. And just give it a nice mix, so it is quite a runny mixture. There we go. So I'm going to put just over a teaspoon of garlic paste in there. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of tomato puree. Give that a good mix up. Just like that. And then this is where we're going to add the onions. So I'll probably just use about half of the onions. I could put mushrooms, peppers, anything that you want in there to bulk it out. This recipe will feed 6 people. So it's got some nice chopped onions in there. Give it a good mix around, and then you could leave this in the fridge so all the flavours go into the meat. And we're going to put some salt and pepper in for seasoning. There we go. Right, so we've got some lasagna sheets. Now, if you want to be more creative, you can make your own lasagna sheets. So we're just going to take the lid off. We're going to turn it down to low. Now, this recipe does take up about 7 to 8 hours on a low heat. So we're going to I'll just show you. We're going to put a nice layer in the bottom of the mince. The recipe will be online, so you can follow it step by step. So a nice layer at the bottom, and then we're going to take our lasagna sheets, and we're just going to layer it up now. So we're going to put one lasagna sheet in, and then I'm going to split one in half. Just like that. And then we're going to take another bit more mince and just layer it up. We're going to do about 3 layers in this. There we go. And then do the same again. So you've got another 1 sheet and a half of the sheet. If you're using pasta that needs to be cooked, then you need to make sure you pre-boil them before you put them in, if you're not using fresh ones. So then we're just going to add this layer of mince on the top. Then we're going to do another layer, so 1 sheet and a half. Pop that the other way, so it stacks up nicely. Just like that. Then the next part of the recipe is to make a white sauce. Now you can do this 2 different ways. You can make it as a roux, so you use plain flour and butter, melted butter, and make it into a nice thick paste, and then gradually add your milk, season very well, and make sure you bring that to a nice simmer and cut that off, because the more you cook it, it reduces the flavour of the plain flour, and then you end up with a nice white sauce. And this one is 2 teaspoons of corn flour, 1 large egg, 1/4 cup of milk, grated cheese, and a pinch of paprika. Now this one I've already made up already, so we're just going to take the white sauce and pop that straight on top of the lasagna sheet. And then I'd say about 100 to 150 grams of nice grated cheese on the top. And then if you want to get a tea towel, that will just stop the condensation. Put the tea towel over the top, and then we're just going to pop the lid on. And then just leave that on there for 7 to 8 hours on a very low heat. Make sure you put your grated cheese on the top just before you're about to serve. That way, if you let it melt down, then it won't go so crispy on the top. And then you've got a beautiful lasagna ready for when you get home from work, or if you've been out for the day. So thank you for watching, and I will be doing another one soon. Don't forget, all the recipes are online, so if you want to have a look online, they will be on there. So I'll see you all again. Thanks for watching, everyone.